So that was Primavera's starting point. That's right. Completely different from the Primavera you know. Yes. Yes, it's sort of like a story about the merry friends of Club Primavera. Indeed. It was a gathering for the protection of friends. That was Primavera's starting point. How much do you know about Primavera? Today, the well-known organization called Primavera was, to put it favorably as possible, a radical nationalistic organization. What the fuck happened? If anyone said something the least bit critical of Japanese people, they would repeatedly denounce them to the point of committing social murder. What the fuck? How many politicians have been silenced by Primavera after a single misstatement? Can we just go back to being a brothel? They reigned over the shadows of Japanese society, supposedly controlling politics and business from behind the scenes as well, feared by many. Wait, what? Why the fuck are we complaining about, like, Japanese shit? What? They have complete control over it. Well, only what I could learn from books and the internet in preparation for this interview. In that case, do you know about the pasta gatherings? Yes, that's the regular meeting of Primavera's most influential members, right? Currently, it's held at irregular intervals, but I've heard it used to be held regularly at the end of each fiscal quarter. Being allowed to be present at one of those were supposedly the greatest honor for their executives. Well, something like that. So, do you know why they are called pasta gatherings? Fucking Leon. No, why is that? Maybe it started when someone got together and ate pasta or something. Correct. Yes, those pasta gatherings were parties that Madame Rose started holding, where she invited all her friends and served pasta. Even after it became a stuffy executive meeting, that name alone remained. They don't even serve food now? That's pretty shit. And so, let's begin our next pasta gathering. Oh, I've been waiting for this. We've got a big family today. It's a bit cramped, but still fun. Oh, my calves are still stiff. Someone massage them. You stop saying things like that. That'll kill the mood. Agreed. The difference between your behavior on and off the job is far too drastic. Hey, out of the way. You want to get burned. Here you go. Freshly cooked pasta. Don't tell me cooked pasta is all we have. Don't be an idiot. The sauce comes in other pots. Here it is. A bunch of excellent choices this time. We've got mild meat sauce and spicy tomato sauce, soy milk cream sauce, and thick basil sauce. And we also went wild with a specially made Japanese-style sauce. Please try whichever one you like. See, so it's a pasta buffet. Pasta is a race against time. The most delicious moment is now. After all, if it cools just a little, the noodles get sticky and hard to take out. We've got plenty more cooking. Please eat as much as you like. You better eat a lot too, Leo. Alright, let the blood-sucking begin. That's right, Leo has noodles flowing through his veins, right? What the heck? That's a nice one. I'll have to use it on one of our customers someday. No, stop, because I know how you say that. Bad. Bad. Don't suck the noodles out. Leo, you help too. Are you planning to just sit around even though you're the new guy? There's no need for more help, so you eat too. Here's your plate. Please keep on stuffing yourselves. After all, we'll keep on cooking it. Rose, come over here and eat with us. I'll cook for a while. Don't worry about it. I just love to cook. Okay, next serving's on the way. What's wrong, Wayne? You still on your second one? You know men with skinny appetites get skinny arms. I can't let you get away with saying that. Don't compare the size of my servings with yours, old man. Yeah, he's just too big. Hey, Stella, do you think you could stop using the same ladle for different kinds of sauce? Fucking heathen? What the fuck? Please don't be so annoying. It's all going into the same stomach, isn't it? My sister never ceases to surpass herself in slovenness. Still, if you mix the spicy tomato sauce and the cream sauce, it's delicious. You got that right. This here's a masterpiece. Wah, ha, ha. Oh, okay. Plenty more to cook. Would you like a plate, miss? Leo, is that for me? After a few experiments, I've determined that a 2-to-1 ratio of spicy tomato to cream sauce is the perfect balance. Here you go, miss. Have a taste of Chef Shishigame's best. Of course she'll love it, because she loves anything from him. Thanks. You've cooked enough to fill everyone up. It won't be a pasta gathering without you at the dinner table. You're right. Okay, I guess I'll have a bite. The pasta gathering began a long time ago. At first, it was a cooperative cooking event for ladies of the evening to save even a little on food expenses. You know, it's always cheaper to cook a lot of something at once, right? Apparently that was Madame Rose's bit of wisdom. It all began during one of these pasta gatherings where they discussed the formation of an alliance of ladies of the evening called Primavera. Rose invited Amanda, Stella, and Meryl, the leaders of the 3 factions that formed the core of Primavera. In that sense, maybe it could be called a regular executive meeting even back then. It's just not as tense, probably. Let's raise that another 100. I'm in. Let's see what you got. 2 pair. You raised $100 on 2 fucking pair? What the fuck's wrong with you? 3 of a kind. Big win for me. Come on, you just don't know when to quit. Brother, seriously. You're really good at poker, aren't you, Meryl? Is your luck good too? I guess I'm always getting a lot of practice in with our regular customers. Luck gets better with practice too. Okay. I just can't seem to get any good cards. Poker's all about guts. You're not really playing if you only rely on your cards. That's technically right on some things. But every time I get serious, everyone folds. That's because you fucking tip your hand too much. That's because your eyes start sparkling too much each time. What did you say? Who's the chicken bastard who keeps running away from my birds? My bids. When you're getting too hot, get something cold to cool your head. Oh, that's right, Rose. Did you ever get an answer from Captain Butler? He contacted me to say he'd come to the club tomorrow. So he didn't give you any answer in that phone call? Yeah, I can't rush him. Don't tell me he's planning to take our money and then just turn us down. If he planned to turn us down, he would nonchalantly drop by the club like this. Would he? If that's what he's planning, I'll break his neck. Why would he go into hostile territory and be like, yeah, I'm fucking scamming you. By the way, I'm just gonna stay here for a bit. There you go again. Why so violent? I'm worried. I'm not. He's gonna agree to it. This is the same as poker. Until you show our hands tomorrow, we've both got to be bold. Or we might lose a fight we could have won. True. Leo's got it right. Captain's coming here means he's not folding from our bid. Well, we could also spare some time to plan for the eventuality that he does refuse. Oh, come on. You're being pessimistic again, brother. This is why you'll never find a wife. We never know when a man like Alfred will tangle with us next. We'll just have to crush him again. And what if it becomes too much for you to handle? I won't lose to anyone. Hey, no need to get all riled up. If we had the captain's backing as well as your support, that'd be even more reassuring. Let's trust the captain. You're quite the optimist. Do you have some evidence suggesting that the captain won't take the money and run? No, it's not like that. We gave the captain that money because we were convinced that he was trustworthy, right? If he was the kind of man who could doubt over something like this, that'd mean he wasn't a suitable backer for us in the first place. Leo's right. We were convinced that the captain was trustworthy and we gave him the money. We have to have faith. Faith in that man. Hey, Stella! And Meryl! Oh, Captain, it's been too long since we've heard from you. Without you around, the club's been so dark and dreary. Sorry, ladies. I'll make sure to rub your boobies nice and good today. Butler, you pervert. With the two girls vying for the spot as Club Primavera's most popular on his arms, Butler sat down on the sofa. Hey Rose, long time no see. Welcome to Club Primavera, Captain. Sorry to keep you waiting. I brought an answer for you today. In that case, part of the reason I've been out of touch so long is because I've been making preparations on my end. I'm certainly not an irresponsible man. So you're going to protect us? Captain, you're so manly. Well, hold on a second. Before all that, I had to correct a certain misunderstanding. It's true that I'm a local manager of City 23's Department of Public Order. But that still makes me a mid-level administrator. I'm not so powerful that I can do anything on a whim. No need to be humble. You can do anything you want to, Captain. It's not that simple. Which means my superiors and certain members of my co-workers will need to be accommodated to some degree. You catch my meaning, Rose? Yes, I understand. I mean, obviously this was gonna happen. I mean, like, come on. This is a fucking brothel. Really? Obviously, why are we paying in money necessarily? It's not like I'll demand that you to give me money. I'll cooperate with you. I'll just ask for a little cooperation on your part too. We're fully aware that such will be the case if we're in your care. In other words, I'm hoping for an equal relationship. I don't want to be relied upon one-sidedly. I'd like to be able to rely on you all in certain manners. How exactly would you rely on us, Captain? If you're going to be protecting us, then we better give it our all too. And we plan on doing that. We plan on supporting you as much as you support us. So as to that, I'd like to put you to the test with this. As he said this, Butler took a picture out of his pocket and threw it on the table. Is this a young American? Now there's a gallant-looking man. A friend of yours? He's an American officer working at our headquarters in City 23. Lieutenant Peter McDowell. A young and earnest man. You know, I'm gonna be honest though, having like actual English names, so much fucking better. I'm sorry, like visual novels are alright. They're great, whatever. But all the Japanese last names, please no. Just give me this shit. This is so much easier. Is there something the matter? He's been missing for 2 days. He didn't come back on the day after his vacation ended. It's hard to imagine that he deserted. It's possible that he was caught up in some sort of incident. So you want us to find this person? To be frank, yeah. Isn't that a job for the police or the MPs? There's some complications. We don't want it widely known. In other words, you don't want the police involved, and you're asking us to find him. That's right. The higher-ups want this pushed under the rug if possible. Why's that? Could it be this Peter is important somehow? Right again. Lieutenant McDowell himself isn't the problem, but there's an issue with his family. McDowell belongs to a mafia family on the east coast of the American mainland. In other words, the people in his family are VIPs in the mafia. His grandfather is the family Don. His father and other brothers are all very high up in the chain. Though he himself is an honest man who hasn't gotten involved with the family. He had an interest in Eastern culture, and was apparently very empathetic about being assigned to the forces occupying Japan. When he was, I hear our superiors got a message from the family's boss, asking us to take good care of their boy. So if he's got involved in some sort of incident, that's bad. Exactly, the higher-ups are going crazy. They want this problem covered up somehow. It does sound very troubling. Yeah, it is troubling. However, what if a savior appeared during this troubling time? Philip Butler, with his ties to the City 23 Underground, used his personal connections to wrap things up splendidly. I could get a promotion. Something like that were to happen. That'd be incredible. Your stock would shoot through the roof. In that situation, I'd be able to impress my superiors with my usefulness as a contact with the City 23 Underground. As a result of that plan, it would be easier for me to support Primavera. In other words, you're testing us. So you're saying that we won't be worth your time if we couldn't do at least that much. Yeah, basically. Is it a bit too much for Primavera? No. We'll accept your proposal. We don't even know what the fuck we're doing. What? We're not a fucking investigative fucking PI over here. What? Oh, I thought you'd say that. We at Primavera will take responsibility and solve this problem for you. I think we're biting off too much than we can fucking chew here. What? They don't even know where he is. Like the photo shows, he's your typical Caucasian American man. Does he speak Japanese? Apparently he can't speak a word of it. Same. Anything else we know about him? He has an interest in Japanese culture and would always walk alone through City 23 on his days off. That sounds smart. Sounds like he was interested in everyday Japanese life, so he often walked around the place he could see, in places he could see it. He probably got fucking mugged or fucking jumped by weird nationalists or whatever. They're freaking out. In other words, he was always hanging around the places where poor Japanese people gathered. Yeah, because they're gonna get really resentful that they're occupying, and they're gonna fucking jump him. Probably killed him. Even for an American soldier, there's lots of places it's better not to hang around. I see. So he's a guy he enjoyed taking strolls through unsafe areas. Sounds familiar. If an American walked around places like that, he'd probably stick out like a sore thumb. If we ask around, maybe we can pick up some info. We'll start asking girls working at other Primavera clubs. Wait, there are other Primavera clubs? At the moment, our biggest concern is whether that lieutenant is safe or not. It's possible that Lieutenant McDowell's safety, or lack thereof, will change the captain's reaction. It won't do him much good to brag about finding a corpse. Precisely. In that sense, this is a race against time. This is the condition under which the captain has agreed to back us. Damn him, pushing his biggest problems onto us. That's right, this is a big problem, but we have to solve it. Yeah, but we're pushing our biggest problems onto him as well. By wanting him to take care of, like, all the fucking useless mob shit that we have to deal with. Like, we're doing the exact same thing. We have to, so we can protect everyone in Primavera. I'll pay a visit to my old haunts. The brats and rats wander all over the city. They might know something. In that case, I'll have to talk with some old information brokers I know. We've got American soldiers in trouble. There might be some hidden information to pick up. Dang, I've got no one to check in with. You just try asking around your best you can, old man. I'll go ask some other girls in the club. I'll just go with her. Okay, that sounds like a good... I'll just ask her where he is. A lady of the evening never forgets a face of a customer they've met once. Yeah, because they have to. In that case, maybe I'll let Meryl handle things around here and while I pay a visit to Chinatown. I see. Meiji? Give him my regard... I see. Meiju? Whatever. Whoever that is, give him my regards if you see him. If you find anything at all, let me know. I'm counting on you, everyone. Yeah! Late evening city. I mean, he'd most likely go here. Meryl could be seen in a taxi racing through the dazzling nighttime city, and I totally didn't want to just hang out with her more. I love this city filled with lies. Meryl didn't dislike this dazzling, fleeting paradise that appeared only at night. Male customers came looking for women and a drink. The women made it seem like they were satisfying the men's desires for a fleeting moment. Both the men and women knew that it was a short-lived illusion. That's what the City of Illusions was all about. She knew that there were people who hated this illusion, calling it fake. In that case, all dreams and hopes are fake. Even if we know it's a fleeting dream, we immerse ourselves in that dream while it lasts. Isn't that what a metropolis of dreams is all about? When the sun rises, I'll melt away and disappear. And when the curtain of the night falls again, I'll shine once more. Are the stars embarrassed that they can only shine at night? They aren't. Surely they're proud that they get to decorate the night sky beautifully. We are ladies of the evening, women who color the night sky, who never receive the sun's light. Still, from a man's perspective, it's easier to be envious. You think so? Men use the money they've worked hard themselves to the bone to save, and spend it all on a night with you people. If I knew this era would come, I would have asked to be born a woman. Enough with the jokes. Even if an old guy like you became a woman, do you think you'd be able to pick up any customers at your age? True enough. If a tired, middle-aged man like me became a middle-aged woman, not much would change. I mean, like, they still act like the life is good. And that's the point. Women have an extremely short lifespan. Like, they're literally only selling their sexuality and their body. Which is extremely, as she puts it, short-lived. Whereas, like, other work in cases, it doesn't have as much of a fucking time limit on it. So, I mean, it's not an enviable life. There's still a lot of danger. I mean, you could just get fucking mugged from, like, some guy that gets really pissed off or something. We only have men going crazy about us for a very short and youthful time between when we're born and when we die. We can only make money during that short span. On the flip side, how is it for you men? Men use their expertise as a tool to improve themselves. Getting older certainly isn't a bad thing. Women are different. When we get old, there's nothing for us. We already feel that fear. That's why we're desperate to get as much money as we can while we're young. I apologize for my rudeness. I guess women have it tough too. It's like everyone has a shitty fucking time. She got out of the taxi. She was at a club she had worked at before. Before it had joined the Alliance of Primavera, this club had been the heart of Meryl's faction. It's a frantic life for ladies of the evening, too. Don't worry about the change. Give my regards to your wife. Thank you. As always, you have my gratitude. Man, men really don't know a thing about women, do they? Hey, how are we gonna get anywhere if you don't speak up? Who's in charge here? Look at this, you've ruined my expensive Italian suit, fool. Meryl. What is it, trouble? Look at this girlie. See the stain on my suit? The man spilled it on purpose. This isn't the first time. You think you can talk to me like that? If you make me angry, you won't get off easy. So you're demanding that they pay to have it clean. That's the oldest trick in the book for you people. Oh, it looks like we've got a smart one here. Oh. What are you doing, bitch? Enough kidding around. Miso soup's good enough to wash any suit of yours. Attacking! Thank you. Yeah, fuck this dude. Give him the uppercut. I mean, it's like shit like this that you have to deal with. You'll get harassed and shit like that. It's like fucking halfway not worth it, honestly. At least in my view. I don't think it would be worth it. Thanks for the 100%. Gold star. That should handle you. You underestimated me because I'm a girl, didn't ya? Yeah, Meryl, you're so cool. Thank you, Meryl. You saved us. It was so scary. Call for me whenever you run into trouble. I'll get rid of them for you. It really is a relief to have you around, Meryl. But when I imagine what would happen if we couldn't get in touch with you, it really is terrifying. We need to get Captain Butler's backing, and soon. You there, gather all the ladies of the evening. We gotta find a person, fast. To find a person? Fast? Someone was just here saying the same thing. Oh yeah, there was. Some shady-looking people said they were looking for a girl. Shady-looking people? Part of Alfred's gang? No, not them. They were pimps from near Edo River. They looked really, really shady too, right? I'd rather die than work at a place owned by those disgusting men. Well, putting that aside, has anyone seen the man in this photo? Let's go to the marketplace. Tokyo, wrapped in disorder thanks to the disaster and frantic reconstruction that followed, reached a peak of chaos with the introduction of new currency. False rumors were spread that the Japanese yen couldn't be exchanged for Japanese dollars, and various underground exchange markets appeared. All sorts of things were floating around. Everything from goods illegally obtained from the occupying forces to illegally siphoned humanitarian aid to straight-up illegal merchandise. And here's the deepest pit of the chaos of City 23. This black market area used to be Wayne's Nest. A fucking market. He had joined together with other delinquent boys who made their home here, and had reigned as the boss of them for them all for a time. The next moment, a mixture of yells and screams ring out. Stop right there, Brads! Oh, he beat you half to death, so get your ass back here. Several dangerous-looking men who appeared to be bodyguards dashed through the crowd, scattering the people in front of them. They seemed to be chasing 4 or 5 boys. Dwayne was a common sight in this area. That takes me back. We fought for our lives every day to get some grub. Wayne also had memories of being a pickpocket and a thief. However, there was also just one unwritten rule. That rule was never to steal from the truly impoverished people. They'd only target those scammers who tried to make it an easy buck in these chaotic times. That had been the sole unwritten rule Wayne had followed, back when he was a rat in this place. He could tell at a glance that the people chasing the boys were the underlings of one of those scammers. Stop running, brats! The boys ran into a blind alley, but they nimbly climbed over the fence. Ooh-ah. However, the very last one slipped and fell. Oh, time to fucking die, bitch. No, we'll probably fucking save him, as always. I've got you, brat.